Hey YouTube family, Eric here, and in today's video, I'm going to give you the secret to increasing your credit score. And if you're new to the channel, I need you to do me a favor. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and then smash that bell so that you can get all the up-to-date videos on how to increase your credit score. And I'm going to give you knowledge on how to use that increased credit score in order to attain wealth, right? So go ahead and hit the subscribe button and smash that bell. So in today's video, we're going to dive into something that most people don't like talking about. Most people that are so-called gurus, they don't want to give you the secrets, right? So in today's video, I'm going to reveal some of those secrets that can help you improve your credit score over the next 30 to 90 days. So reason I started my YouTube channel, I was in a situation where my credit was horrible. I don't know if you were like me and where I started. I was in the low 400s and life for me was tough. It was difficult. I wasn't able to get car loans. I wasn't able to get any home loans. I wasn't able to get anything. I wasn't even able to get a credit card, right? So often I see people in that same situation. So for me, as I started reaching out to different credit repair gurus and trying to learn about credit, I started seeing something that I knew that could impact a lot of people. And so I started doing this YouTube channel and I started credit repair, right? So on my credit repair journey, I learned so many different things. I learned that with credit, you can do a lot more in life. You can enjoy life a lot more. You can attain the things that you want out of life, like having exotic cars or buying a home that you would like. And so when I started seeing the trend of things, I started seeing people that were not quite giving out all the information, right? So I said, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to learn this stuff and I'm going to make sure that I impact my family now, today, so that our generation can be different when I leave this earth, right? So what I started doing was I started learning. Instead of getting somebody to do it for me, I started learning. So as I started learning, I started attaining more knowledge, right? Because we all know knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is where the power comes into. And so in today's video, I'm going to help you apply knowledge and I'm going to give you some of the secrets to increasing your credit score. Starting out with some of the secrets, right? We often, I don't know if you are a person that has been doing credit or that has been trying to get your credit cleaned up and you've trust so many different gurus and they tend to stretch out the time that it takes to fix your credit, right? So what I learned about the whole industry of credit is that there are some things that you can do yourself and it's so simple, right? You just have to follow a set step. So I'm going to give out some of those secrets today. And these are things that are going to impact, and you're going to definitely see a change in your credit score if you implement these key things. Also, if you stick around to the end, I'm going to give you one tool that you can use in order to use the credit now that you've increased your score, how to use that credit to attain wealth, right? So stick around to the end. I'm going to release that information. All right. The secret to increasing your credit score. Oftentimes we seek out gurus and they don't want to release this information. But see, I'm a person of transparency and I'm a person that had to deal with that same thing. I had to go through all these different gurus, all these different trainings and all these different people working on my credit for them to only still not give me the information. So I got sick and tired of it and I decided to start learning how to increase my credit score myself. And so along this journey that I've been on, I've been able to learn different tips and tricks, how to actually improve my credit score and also how to improve and help other clients of mine and other people in my family and make a greater impact, right? Because we're all here on this earth to make an impact to one another. So I just want to come back and give to you. So one of the key things that you want to do is called opt out, right? You want to opt out of certain companies so that none of your public information can be released. Because here's a tip. How can the credit bureaus verify information if they don't have access to that information, right? So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to, it's a website called optoutscreen.com, right? I'll probably put it up here. You'll see it flash on the screen, or it'll definitely be in the comment section below. But you're going to start there and you want to opt out of that. Go to that website. It's fully self-explanatory. You can walk right through all the steps. It's going to show you exactly what to do, right? So the reason you're doing this is because you don't want anything to be coming to you, anything to entice you, like pre-offers from credit cards or anything like that. You don't want any of those things to interrupt what you're doing, because as you're on your credit repair journey, you don't want any new information, any new accounts open. You don't want to get credit cards right now. Right now, we're only focused on how can we increase our credit score. So what you want to do, we're going to cut off the temptation, right? We're going to cut it off, because we know that most people that need their credit scores that are in the low 500s or below the 700s, they tend to be in a bind right now, and they need to increase their credit score, whether that's for buying a car, buying a home, or just whatever they need, right? By getting an apartment these days, you need to make sure that your credit scores are all good to go. So we want you to opt out of those things so that you don't entice yourself with any kind of offers coming to you, right? So the next thing is you want to opt out of a few companies, right? And these companies, we all know that companies share and sell our public information. They sell your phone numbers that you give. They sell your emails that you give. They sell your addresses that you give. So these are things that you need to know, that when these companies, or you going into the grocery store, right? You're signing up for those grocery store cards, like at Kroger's or HEB or Publix or whatever store that you go to. You're signing up for those different store cards, the grocery store cards, and they're going to basically sell your information to other different companies. So when you're in the companies I'm going to list here shortly, you're going to opt out of those companies so that your personal information does not get released, right? And that's going to help you as you start to do your credit repair, or increasing your credit scores and fixing everything that has errors on your credit report, right? So here are a few companies. You have LexisNexis. Mostly everybody goes through Lexus, whether it's car loan companies, whether it's getting credit cards, they go through this company, right? And what you want to do, you want to go to this company and you want to opt out so that they don't release any of your public information, right? The next company is Sage Stream, right? And I'm looking down at my notes to make sure that we're staying on track, making sure that I give you all the right and correct information. So just excuse that. Don't worry about that. But the next company is Sage Stream. Sage Stream is the same kind of company, right? All these companies that I'm going to list, they do all the same thing. They share your public information. That's not something we want to do when we're increasing our credit score. So you want to opt out of Sage Stream. I'm going to also in this video, I'm also going in the comment section, I'm going to put the links to each company and directly to the opt out screen, or how to opt out of the company so that they don't release your public information. I'm going to leave the links below, and just follow those steps on each one of those pages. There are some of them that you can do directly online, and there are some of them that you're going to have to send in information. So don't sweat. I already took care of that. Just look below once the video is done, and they'll be down there for you, and you just go through the steps, right? Just come back and replay this video and to hear exactly how to do it and what steps to go through, right? So the next company is called CoreLogics, right? Now, CoreLogics, you got ARS and you have Innovis, right? And so I'm gonna give you a bonus tip right now too. If you're a person that's dealing with bankruptcies, if you're a person that has bankruptcies on your credit report, you've went through different companies, you went through different gurus, or you've even tried to get the bankruptcy removed off your credit as well yourself, this company is a company that you want to opt out of as well. That company is called Pacer, right? So for all the companies I just listed, and I'm gonna go right back through them real quick. You got LexisNexis, you got Sage Stream, you got CoreLogics,
you have ARS, you have Innovis, and you have Pacer. These 6 companies that you want to opt out of, so that when you're starting your credit repair journey, or you're trying to increase your credit score, you want to not let your public information be released, right? So when you go to these companies, you can easily Google this information, right? Just Google how to opt out of all the companies I just listed. You can find it yourself, and you don't even have to do it yourself because I put it below, right? So when you opt out of these companies, right, they won't release your public information. And as you're starting to send in your letters, you're going to now speed up the process of going through the steps of improving your credit scores. So here are the steps when you're doing your credit repair. See, when you send your letters in, right, your dispute letters, all 3 bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, they all have to verify the information, right? We all know that as soon as you send your letter off and it gets to those companies, they are going to go through a computer system. Understand this: there is not a real person taking millions and millions of letters from all customers and clients that are trying to get things disputed on their credit report. There is not a human being that's sitting there taking all those letters and going through it line by line. Please understand that it is a computer system. They're going to verify it. LexisNexis is one of those systems. And so you got to understand that you need to just send in your letters. Don't be afraid of the bureaus. They're not scary people. It's a computer, right? So when you're sending in your dispute letters, you want to opt out of these companies because they have to verify this information. If your information can't get released, then how are they going to verify it, right? That's just a little tip and trick, right? So as you're sending in your letters, they have 30 days per the Fair Credit Reporting Act. They have 30 days that they have to respond to your letters. And I would say go ahead and give them 40 days due to mailing and everything, right? And I'm in another video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a secret. And this secret here is code. They probably don't want me to say it. I know a lot of gurus don't want me to talk about it, but I'm going to give out the information anyway, because we all need to increase our credit scores. We all want to have financial wealth. We all want to live the life that we want to live and not have credit as a hindrance in our life. So stay tuned for that video. I will be doing that soon. So just come back to the channel. And also, if you're new to the channel, or if you're already on the channel, if you haven't, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and smash that bell for me so that you can get all up-to-date information on how to increase your credit score, because we all deserve to live a better life. So as you're sending in the credit letters, right, takes them 30 days to respond, right? You're probably going to send out the first letter so that you can get all your information up to date, right? And then as you send out round 2, this is when you're going to start the disputes. You're going to look at your credit. The first thing you want to do is get your credit report. You want to dispute all the errors that are on your credit report. If you have an account with one company and the balance on that one company on Equifax is this amount of money, but on TransUnion and Experian is different, you can dispute that. It has to come off your credit report, because per the Fair Credit Reporting Act, everything on there has to be correct. Everything has to match. Everything down line by line has to be correct. If it is not correct, you will do a factual dispute, and it has to come off per the Fair Credit Reporting Act, right? So you're gonna, on the second round, you're gonna send out your first, and when you're gonna send out your disputes, you're gonna list everything that is wrong on your credit report, right? Once that letter goes out, you got 30 to 40 days for them to respond. If they do not respond, the next set of letters that you're going to send out is the response. Hey, I sent out letters 30 days ago. You guys have yet to respond to my letters. Per the Fair Credit Reporting Act, you have to give me a response. Since you did not do that, please go ahead and remove these things that are on my credit report. Please remove them off. You're going to go line by line and listing all those accounts on your letters, right? So let's say that they do respond. Usually what comes back is, hey, we did the investigation, everything is verified, blah, 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 right? Of course, that's the typical response from the computer, right? So now the next batch of letters that you're going to send out is, hey, how did you verify my information, right? So when the information that they're verifying, they have to give all documentation. They have to give all contracts, everything, whatever evidence that they had that they did a investigation, whatever information that is, they have to give you that. If they don't, it's not verified. It's erroneous, right? So you're going to send out that letter. Hey, how did you verify my information, right? You're going to wait another 30 to 40 days, and they're going to send back either, hey, this is how we verify, or hey, the account was not verified, and it's going to get deleted, right? Boom, it got deleted. Now, let's say that it did not get deleted, and they tell you, usually they don't respond around this time. This is when you send your next batch of letters and you say, hey, 30 days is long enough. I've sent out numerous letters about this information. I asked you to provide documentation on how you did your investigation. Please send me the information on how you did your investigation. You're going to wait another 30 to 40 days. Boom. They don't send the information. Then you're going to say, hey, I've sent enough time. I will take legal action if you do not remove this off of my credit report, because you are hindering me, and per the Fair Credit Reporting Act, everything has to be correct, and this is not correct. All the accounts that you're going to list on those letters, right? Now, here's the one key thing about that letter. Companies do not want to go to court. It costs them way more money to go to court, and they're going to lose because it is not in the guidelines and regulations of the Fair Credit Reporting Act, because it's not correct, right? So they're going to lose the case. They don't want to go to court just to lose. So they're going to probably delete it off, right? And now you have increased your credit score because now you've gotten the erroneous information that is on your credit report removed. Your credit score has moved up, and now you're out here to live a better and greater life, right? So now what kind of letters are you going to send out? That's the next thing. So what you can do is you can send 609 letters out, and you can definitely Google their format. I can definitely give you a template. If you look below, I should have a PDF. I should have a PDF link to the credit repair letter, the 609 letters. So stay tuned for that in the video. If not in this video, I'll definitely be having it in the next video. Definitely send me an email to that information out to you guys, and I'll put that I'll put that email address below, right? So those are the letters that you want to send out, and because everything is not correct on your credit report, those letters are going to help you remove the things off of your credit report. So the first thing you want to definitely do is opt out of the companies that I listed earlier in the video. Opt out of those companies. Then you're going to send your 609 letters, and boom, you're going to start seeing your credit scores increase. Now, I'm going to give you the tip, right? So here's why you want to increase your credit scores. Not only do you want to increase your credit scores because you want to live a better life. You want to drive a better car. You want to live in a better house. You don't want to rent all your life because, you know, who wants to rent all their life? We all want to be homeowners, right? So in order to do that, you have to do some things financially and to take care of attaining those assets or attaining those things that you want, right? Now, here's what people don't really teach you or tell you is with your credit score, you can also attain wealth. You can also attain, you have to change your mindset up when it comes to wealth. So I'm going to give you the mindset portion behind it. When you attain wealth, right, you have an increase in your credit score, you have to change your mindset and how you look at life. You have to change your mindset and how you look at your financial situation. So having greater credit gives you more access. That's the name of the game. Access / options, right? So we all like having options. We don't like going to a car lot and saying, because of my credit, I have to pick this car. Or because of my credit, I have to continue to rent because the nice house that I saw, I can't I can't attain that because my credit score sucks, right? We all been in those situations. I've been in those situations so many times, and that I just got tired of it. So as I started learning how to increase my credit score, I also started learning how to attain wealth, right? So with increasing your credit score, you can also go out and get business funding, right? Now, in the video, in the comment section, I'm going to give you a link to a training on how to set up a business, right? How to get business, how to set up a business, how to get business funding, and how to use that to create more wealth for you and your family and your generations to come, right? Because that's the name of the game. We're here in a pandemic. In this pandemic, we have seen that the old way of thinking has changed. The old way of doing business has changed. The old way of making and earning money has changed. So you don't want the next pandemic, which is, you don't want the next pandemic that may or may not hit to affect you in a way that you might have been one of those people that got affected by it, right? You might have lost your job, or your credit took a dive because you didn't have the income to continue to pay on the things that you have, and now your credit score has been impacted greatly, right? The stimulus check never made it to you, or you were waiting on that second stimulus check, but it never came. So because of those things, you need to increase your credit, and now you need to learn how to use your credit wisely, right? Credit is power. I know we were all taught in school that credit is bad, credit cards are bad, you don't want to have all that debt and all this different stuff. Well, that's not true. Credit can help you attain way more in your life than you can ever imagine. And how to do that, you want to match your personal credit, and you want to take your personal credit and attain business credit. So, again, look in the comments below. I have a link to how to set up a business, how to get funding, and the steps you need to take in order to attain wealth. So, guys, if you love this video, you're definitely going to love this video, or it's maybe over here, or it's somewhere up here. You're definitely going to love that video. I'll talk about how to push past to an 800 credit score, because we're all going to get there, right? My goal is to help you guys get to an 800 plus credit score and how to push past that, because that is what's going to help your family. That is what is going to change your life. And that is what attaining wealth is all about, right? So, guys, it's been a blessing. I thank you for joining. If you haven't, go ahead and hit the subscription button, smash that bell, and so that you can get all the up-to-date videos on how to increase your credit scores and attaining wealth and mindset training. Guys, until next time, we'll see you. Be blessed.